Katie, what are the weirdest things, when you've been doing your job, what are the weirdest things that you found in people's mouths?
Probably the weirdest one I've ever found is a seed, but it'd been stuck down someone's gum for so long it started to germinate.
No,
fuck off.
So obviously it's warm and it's wet and perfect for...
That is insane.
So I pulled it out and it got like a little sprout on it.
Ah!
On Joe Marler Show.
Before the 2012 final, I'd been having agony with this tooth. It had half snapped and obviously got infected, and I'm like pushing. Don't know, you know when you push something sometimes, or you make something hurt even more, it's sort of a little bit satisfying.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
It's like you're testing it out.
You can't not, can you?
Yeah, you can't like, right, let's go. Yeah. And as I'm like pushing, halfway on the way to the dentist, it pops through the tooth.
Yeah.
And I've just got this whole mouthful of pus and rank. Yeah. and I'm like, and I'm squeezing it even harder.
That's the most disgusting thing you've ever seen.
Just draining. And how much better it was already starting to feel because of that swelling going down, all the pressure.
Yeah.
But my breath, mate, smelled like turning up at the dentist going like that. He was like, can you open your mouth? I was like... So what's happening? And then I explained to him, and he was like, "Yeah, no, we'll get that sorted. Fine, it's absolutely fine." But that was agony for me, and I actually genuinely think that toothache, is up there with one of the worst pains going because it's just that dull ache, constant.
Not even dull. Like you get
there's no relief, is there, from it?
I hate it. It completely changes. Like it takes over me.
Yeah,
the whole of my. I'm just like fuck off. To everyone.
You can't think about anything else, can you? Like Katie, like I had one when a wisdom tooth was taken out, and I think the root was quite twisty.
Okay.
So it's taken, the phrase that I remember from the dentist, he had his knee on my chest and he's wiggling his pliers, and he said, "Mr. Fordyce, if you don't relax, your jaw's going to break." I thought,
nah, it can't.
And
it's probably just making you relax.
My face was so swollen afterwards.
Yeah,
and the pain was so intense that I honestly didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
It was just, you couldn't think about existing. It was that intense.
I think toothache is definitely the worst. It's like toothache and headache. Anything around your head is just not nice.
Why do our teeth have to hurt?
You've got a little pulp inside every tooth, so you've got a blood supply inside every tooth. And as long as you don't disrupt that pulp inside, you'll never get toothache. You should be fine. But as soon as that pulp, that blood supply gets disrupted in some way, whether it be through tooth decay or gum disease or something, then it's not
You're buggered.
nice. Yeah.
Do we outlive our teeth? Is that the problem? Are our teeth designed to last to about 45 and then we've cracked to living longer?
It's weird. You know what wisdom teeth were for? They were for years ago when we had a much harder diet. They were a second set of teeth to be able to do all the grinding and everything with our hard diets. But because we have such a soft diet now, they are actually evolving out. So they're disappearing bit by bit as the generations go. They're your very last teeth that come through right at the very back. You usually have one in each corner. So you normally have 32 teeth. So it goes from 1 to 7 in each corner, and then they're your number 8 if they come through. But not everyone has them anymore. I only had 3. One of mine never grew.
What?
So it is going back out.
Do you have to have them taken out? I always hear people saying, "Oh, I'm having my wisdom teeth taken out."
What it is, because they come through usually anywhere from the age of 18 onwards, they don't have much space. So if your jaw is growing enough and they're growing up and down straight, you're fine. Because they just come in like a normal tooth then. But if either your jaw is too small for them, or a lot of the time they come through on an angle, and then it's really painful, you're prone to infections, and that's when you have to have them taken out.
Joe,
So Tom may have had that.
I've had all mine taken out, and even you talking about wisdom tooth, Kate, I feel physically sick because the pain when they were coming out was so bad. It was so horrific. When I had the 4th one out, I knew what to expect by that point.
Yeah.
And I was dreading going in there. As I was in the dentist chair, Joe, sweat was pouring off me because I knew what was going to happen. I knew these roots were all twisted, and it was horrific. And I was in such a bad state afterwards. I feel slightly ashamed saying this, Katie. I fainted.
Oh, no,
I fainted, Joe.
it's just the adrenaline.
I got nothing left.
I went all floppy, and they had to call Murph and get to pick me up.
Oh my God! This is when you're an adult. Yes, I thought it was when you were a kid.
About 4 years ago.
No, it happens
all
more
floppy.
often than you think. Honestly, no, don't be ashamed. It's okay.
Oh, there you go.
Because the stress of going through it's a lot to go through.
Why didn't they just put you? I remember, maybe this is where it started. Why didn't they just put you under? When I was younger, I had 4 teeth taken out when I was like, I think about like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And they gassed me.
Yeah.
They gave me this like strawberry smelling gas, and I had all 4. I don't know what teeth I had out. I think they were fucked. But that wouldn't have been wisdom teeth, would it?
No, that would have been your baby teeth.
Oh, why would they take my? I thought baby teeth just fall out.
They do, but if you've got tooth decay in them that's causing pain, you have to take them out early.
Yeah.
Or it may have been, you would have had your 6s through, which is your first permanent molars. Maybe they need to take them out for some reason.
I'd go with the first option.
Would
Definitely
you?
with the first option. I've just counted my teeth. It's quite hard to do.
How many have you got?
26.
Okay.
So how many am I missing?
You're working out as well now, aren't you? You should have 32 if you have wisdom teeth. But if you don't have wisdom teeth, that would be 28. So that
You're the face that Tom's pulling to count his teeth. Why don't you
concentrate?
why don't you use your tongue?
I use my finger.
Right, what's
24?
Okay.
You've got 24?
Is that not good?
I've got more teeth than you, mate.
Oh, look at your face.
Like, they may be shitter than your teeth, but I've got more of them.
Katie, what are the weirdest things, when you've been doing your job, what are the weirdest things that you've found in people's mouths?
Probably the weirdest one I've ever found is a seed, but it'd been stuck down someone's gum for so long it started to germinate.
No,
fuck off.
Because obviously it's warm and it's wet and perfect for...
That is insane.
So I pulled it out and it got like a little sprout on it.
Ah!
I don't know what it was.
You should have cultivated it afterwards.
I know, yeah.
Could have planted it in
That
the
would have
garden.
smelt so hard.
Oh, some of the things we pull out of people's gums are not nice.
Like what?
Oh yeah, I can have food that's been there for days, months, weeks. If someone doesn't know that they're not brushing or cleaning a certain part properly, or doesn't know how to, or can't clean in between the teeth, the food, I mean, you guys probably get food stuck in between your teeth all the time, but some people, especially if they're a little bit elderly, hasn't got the mobility, maybe can't look after themselves, has dementia, when it's been in there for a long time.
Sometimes you can get
stinks.
little... I think before I had my back left one taken out, it had like a flap of gum that grew over it. Or, or the tooth grew through and then it just stayed or whatever. And it was like a tight flap. And don't look at me when I say stuff. It was a tight bit of flappy gum and food would get stuck under it.
Yeah.
And then you'd forget, you wouldn't realise, or still after dinner, until you're like sitting in bed and you're like, fucking hell, I can feel something like that. And then the actual pleasure I would take at then lifting that bit of gum and then going,
trying to get it out.
Oh, that's a nice bit of chicken.
Oh,
Don't have it anymore, so I miss out on it.
It's like having a little secret lunchbox in your mouth.
Yeah, you know how like
keep it for later.
they used to put you know, in the war.
Oh yeah.
They used to put not in the war. Yeah, I think it was in the war. They used to have fake teeth. They'd have one fake tooth.
Spies.
Yeah, spies would have
I know
fake
where you're going
tooth,
with this,
and they'd have arsenic.
Oh, in case they were captured.
And so they'd pop out this tooth, they'd swallow it and die. I've got that, but for food. So
you're not dying, you're just
not dying. It's not
late night
arsenic.
snacks.
It's like a raisin. It's just an emergency raisin.
It's just whether it gives you stomach upset when you find it 2 weeks later. Yeah.
You've got an emergency raisin. What emergency would that prevent?
Hunger.
One raisin.
Do you know the calorific density of a raisin?
It's intense, yeah.
Yeah. So I only need one.
Back from the brink.
I only need one.
When would you deploy your emergency raisin?
If I was hungry.
How hungry?
Just like now, actually.